What if everything you know about freedom is wrong? What if the loud, expressive freedom Americans celebrate is actually holding them back? And what if the quiet, reserved politeness of the British is hiding a deeper, more profound type of liberty? We're about to dive into one of the most controversial questions in modern society. Is true freedom about expressing yourself without limits? Or is it about creating a society where everyone feels respected and comfortable? This isn't just about manners. It's about the fundamentally different ways of organizing human society that impact everything from your daily interactions to your mental health. Let's start with a simple scenario that reveals everything. Imagine speaking your mind in public. In America, your First Amendment rights protect your freedom to say almost anything, anywhere. You can protest in front of government buildings, criticize leaders openly, and express unpopular opinions without fear of legal consequences. This is freedom as self-expression, the idea that your personal truth matters most, and that society benefits when all voices are heard, no matter how uncomfortable they might make others feel. Now picture the same scenario in Britain. Yes, you have free speech, but there's something else at play, what scholars call the freedom from offense. It's not just about laws. It's about an unwritten social contract that values collective comfort over individual expression. The freedom to not be offended, to not be confronted, to not have your day disrupted by someone else's outburst. This creates a very different social environment where people often prioritize harmony over honesty. But here's where it gets really interesting. American freedom creates some unexpected consequences. Studies show that in highly individualistic societies like America, people report higher levels of stress and loneliness. The constant pressure to assert yourself, to stand out, to make your voice heard. It's exhausting. Is this truly freedom or just a different kind of pressure? Many Americans feel trapped by the need to constantly perform their individuality, to always have an opinion, to never back down from an argument. The freedom to express yourself can become a burden when you feel like you always have to. Meanwhile, British politeness creates its own paradox. While it maintains social harmony, it can also suppress important conversations. How many British people stay silent about workplace issues because they don't want to make a fuss? How many important ideas never get shared because someone was too polite to speak up? This reveals the dark side of politeness. It can become a tool for maintaining the status quo and silencing dissent. The very mechanism that creates social comfort can also prevent necessary social change. Let's look at some real-world examples. In American workplaces, direct feedback is valued and encouraged. Employees are expected to speak up in meetings, challenge ideas, and promote themselves. It's freedom as competition. May the best idea win, no matter how loudly you have to argue for it. This can lead to rapid innovation and clear communication, but it can also create environments where only the loudest voices get heard, where introverts struggle to contribute, and where conversations can feel more like battles than collaborations. In British workplaces, harmony and hierarchy often take precedence. Meetings might be more about building consensus than debating ideas. People are more likely to share concerns privately rather than publicly. It's freedom as cooperation, the idea that everyone should have a comfortable space to contribute. This creates more inclusive environments where different personality types can thrive, but it can also slow down decision-making and allow problems to fester because no one wants to make a scene. But which approach actually leads to better outcomes? Research suggests that American-style directness can drive innovation, but also creates higher stress environments. British-style politeness fosters team cohesion, but can sometimes slow down decision-making. There's no clear winner, just different trade-offs that reflect deeper cultural values about what matters most in human interaction. The education systems reinforce these differences from childhood. American schools encourage students to question authority, debate ideas, and see themselves as unique individuals with important perspectives. British schools, while increasingly embracing student voice, still often emphasize respect for authority, learning established knowledge, and understanding one's place in a larger social structure. These early lessons shape how people from both countries approach freedom throughout their lives. Even the physical environments reflect these cultural differences. American cities are designed for individual expression, bigger houses, larger personal spaces, more opportunities for customization. British communities are often designed with collective harmony in mind, smaller homes that encourage public life, shared green spaces, and architectural consistency that preserves community character. These physical spaces either enable or constrain different types of freedom. The truth is, both systems have their costs. American freedom gives you the right to be heard, but doesn't guarantee anyone will listen. British politeness ensures you won't be offended, but doesn't guarantee your voice will matter. Both promise a type of liberation, but deliver it in ways that create new limitations. Here's the surprising conclusion. True freedom might not be about choosing between American individualism and British collectivism. The real freedom might be understanding when to speak up and when to listen, when to assert yourself and when to consider others. The most liberated people aren't necessarily the loudest or the quietest. They're the ones who understand that different situations call for different approaches. They know that sometimes freedom means having the courage to speak your truth, and other times it means having the wisdom to recognize that your truth isn't the only one that matters. So the next time you find yourself in a conversation, ask yourself, am I exercising my freedom or limiting someone else's? Am I being polite or just avoiding necessary conflict? The answer might reveal more about your cultural programming than your personal values. If this makes you reconsider what freedom really means, hit that like button and share your thoughts in the comments. Are you Team American freedom or Team British politeness? And what does your choice say about your vision for a truly free society? Don't forget to subscribe for more content that challenges how you see the world around you.